What is up, guys? It's JayFerGaming here and welcome back to my F1 2014 career. We're in China for round 4 and disappointment in qualifying. I was running the clock down in Q2 and then Magnussen just put in a lap time in just to beat me in the last 30 seconds. I had no chance to respond and I'm out by a minimal margin. Disappointment right there, and things just get even worse. It's absolutely chucking it down. Wow, so this is going to be very tricky. I am using the wheel and traction control off, but obviously the AI only at an expert level for the races. So it's going to be a real big challenge because the AI obviously have traction control, which is a bit of an annoying glitch type of thing in this game. But here's the grid for the race. Hamilton's on pole for the first time this season, ahead of Rosberg. Alonso and Vettel make up row 2. Teammate Massa's in 6th. I am in 11th place. But yeah, looking forward to this race. It's going to be a tough one. So far this season, I have outraged Massa 2-1. I am pretty much dominating him so far. Apart from qualifying, as you can see, it's 4-0 to him. But the main thing is Sunday afternoon, and I have the points on the board. So it's obviously a wet race, as my engineer states out the obvious. And it looks like it could be a one-stopper. But obviously we've had a few issues in the last few races, especially Massa. We're getting recommended to do awful pit strategies. We're going for a wet setup. I'm not sure why Park Fermi isn't on. I'm guessing that, I don't know actually. But oh well, forget about that. We're on the grid, getting ready for the race. 4th race of the season. On the back of 2 great results, can we get some more points? And away we go. Struggling off the line, just like all the other cars. Trying to get the power down. Trying to make some progress. We're sliding around. Oh my god, we're losing control. There's so many cars are going past. I'm surprised it didn't cause a huge impact there. And we're down to 17th. But the AI seem to be slow into the first corner. Nothing new there. And we're actually making positions up very easily. Sulkenberg goes wide there. Massa's very slow ahead. I'm going to go around the outside of him. Through the middle of a few cars. Really? I was down in 17th at the start. And now I'm up to 9th. Wow. Got someone on the outside there. I think it's a Force India of Perez. Gonna try now break him down here without hitting the back of button. We only just avoid him, though it looks like we're actually kind of pushing him wide. Can we get on the power here? Not particularly. It's a bit of a struggle so far, but 9th position, not a bad start. Made up a couple of positions. Got my teammate putting me under pressure from behind. And looks like we have settled into 9th position. So I'd take that, I really would. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in this race with rain. It's one of our first wet races. So, team radios coming up here. Bit of important news. So by the sounds of things, it looks like it's going to ease up the rain. So intermediates could be used in the near future. I'll be looking forward to that. That's probably around lap 11 or lap 12. Which is perfect timing because I'm meant to, well, in my mind I'm going to stop on lap 14 if possible. But on lap 60 I am closing in on Button. It's kind of line astern between all of the drivers at the moment, so I'm going to try and go for a move around the outside here. The AI a little bit weak into turn 1 and I've got the grip around the outside. Going up the inside, we slide a little bit. I think there was a little bit of contact, but into turn 2. So tricky getting on the power in the first 2 corners. It's I'm going to be honest, I hate this track so much. I'm not the best at it, but it looks like I'm performing alright so far. It seems like it's brightened up a little bit. But yeah, there's a bit of a train ahead. I think it's Raikkonen at the head of it in 4th place. The front 3 have just flew away. I think it's the 2 Mercedes and Ricciardo. But yeah, Raikkonen's causing a train, which could allow for me to make up a few positions, but I'm starting to struggle a little bit. As Button is back on my tail, looks like he's got the pace here. I am saving fuel because for some reason I was on -1 lap of fuel, even though I hadn't used rich mix whatsoever. We brake pretty evenly, but I've got the inside line for the hairpin. So I should defend it here unless he gets on the power quickly. No, he doesn't, and I get myself in 8th place. Vettel send the fastest lap of the race. With a 1:54, he's actually about, is that 2 seconds? Yeah, 2 seconds quicker than me at the moment. So it just shows how difficult it is. I'm a little bit off the pace. But into the hairpin here. There's a bit of a kerfuffle ahead. Might have a chance of Magnussen around the outside. Could be a similar move to what I did to Button. We're getting really close here, and this is the AI braking far too early, and yeah, making contact there, kind of pushing him through the last corner, slows us both down, gives Button a run at both of us. He's going to go up the inside of me, he's got me. Is he going to get his teammate Magnussen as well? It's going to be a bit risky, looking at 3 wide. Don't think that's going to happen into turn 1. I'm doing AI style braking into the first corner very early, but looks like Button could get Magnussen here, and I'm going to try and follow him through. It's getting really close here. Some great racing between myself and the 2 McLarens, and yeah, pretty much Magnussen and Button have changed positions, and I'm still in 8th place, but there is a good battle there. On to lap 14, I'm scheduled to stop at the end of this lap, but I'm thinking to get in positions, I don't really have the pace advantage over the AI, so I'm going to pit a little bit later. Some of the AI will pit at the end of this lap and then the second lot on lap 15, so I'm going to try and go for the overcut, pitting on lap 16. Pretty much everyone, I think apart from Rosberg, has pitted, so let's see if this makes a difference. Can we make some positions by staying out later? Coming into that tricky pit exit there. Speed this up and see how the team do. Let's go. We're actually going on to the Inters. I've been recommended to do so, and I checked in the race director screen that everyone else is on the intermediate tyres. Someone's going past me there, Raikkonen. I'm actually up into 6th place somehow, because apparently a few of the AI have pitted twice. They actually first pitted for wets, and I can only guess a lap later pitted for intermediate, so that's the AI logic not being too smart there, but I'm not looking too smart. In the snail section of the track, struggling so badly. The Inters, it feels like it's still wet conditions, and the AI are running perfectly on Inters. I don't know how it's working out. But Magnussen's on my tail here. Looks like cars behind are quite... There's a bit of a gap to them. So pace might not be too bad as Rosberg sets a 152. And yeah, a few laps later, I'm starting to cause a train. I have no pace whatsoever. I'm like 3 or 4 seconds a lap slower than the leaders. It really is quite embarrassing. And this is not what I wanted in my career, to be having trains of cars behind me. Which, imagine if I was on Legend AI at the moment, I'd be getting absolutely smashed. But Alonso and Magnussen have both got past here. They're side by side. But I'm using the slipstream, trying to make it 3 wide. This could be an amazing move. Get 2 down the inside into the hairpin. We're going to go for it, braking later. Down the inside, we're round the corner, and yes, we've got it done. Nicely done, and it's pretty much going to be a bit of a defensive drive because I have no pace at all. And I'm coming into the pits, and I'm thinking, I had more grip on the wet tyres, I had more pace, and that's what I'm going to go for. Everyone's on Inters. I've been recommended to go on Inters, but I'm going to take a risk here and go for the wet tyres to see what happens. What have I got to lose? 6 points really in 7th position. So let's see how this works out. 6 laps to go and I'm coming out just ahead of someone. That is Alonso. And how is it feeling? It's not too bad. Actually, it's a little bit trickier coming downhill here in the 1-2 chicane. And looks like I've got to train once again. This is going to be very tricky to keep everyone behind me. It's going to be a defensive job all the way. Oh, this is not the race I was looking for. Struggling to turn the car. I've got a wet setup as well, so I don't know how this is happening. But I've got to get over that and hopefully plod on to get some points as Alonso is in the slipstream down the... I said DRS straight, but obviously in wet conditions we will not be using DRS. Well, I definitely won't be. But the AI will not be, as well as Vettel sets another fastest lap of the race. I'm going to settle in behind Alonso. He's got me there. And I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near him for the rest of the race. But to top things off, I'm struggling on fuel as well. I haven't been using the rich mix much at all, and it's got to be something to do with lift and coasting. So, fuel, no pace, let's see what happens. It's a defensive drive. And well, as you can see, it was an absolute disaster. Down in 13th, no pace, no grip, wrong tyres, and yeah, I just want to forget about this race and move on to Spain because this has been horrendous. It really has. I had really good pace, and well, not really good pace, I had optimum pace to keep up with the AI in the first stint, but after that, when we went intermediates, absolutely nothing. I don't know what it is, the AI pace or my driving, but yeah, really need to work on that. Hulkenberg's got a 10-second penalty. Looks like it cost him points actually, so unlucky for him. Rosberg takes the win from Hamilton. Rosberg is well and truly dominating this championship. The two Red Bulls following, with Ricciardo getting another podium. Button 6th, leading the McLaren even. The Toro Rosso scored for the first time. Massa 11th. As he pitted early once again with a really dumb strategy, and 13th. At least I didn't finish near the bottom. So, Drivers' Championship. Rosberg has a 38-point lead already, 42 ahead of Hamilton, so he's doing pretty well there. I've maintained 7th, 25 points, quite a bit ahead of my teammate, but really need to get some more points on the board. Toro Rosso scored the first points, as I mentioned before. We're quite far behind Ferrari. It actually looks like we could be battling for 4th. But Spain, I'm really looking forward to Spain in the next race. That is a podium opportunity. One of my best tracks. And yeah, you can see I'm really disappointed. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and leave a like. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next race. Goodbye.